Sunshines! Another day, another library book haul. By the time this video is up and you are watching it, I will probably have already read some of them, but you don't need to worry about that. You just don't need to worry about that. Okay, so let's just dive right in. This book is called Anna and the French Kiss. It is by Stephanie Perkins. It is a contemporary young adult romance novel. The general gist of this book is a girl who has a life that is going completely according to her plan, and then something happens and her father ships her off to Paris to go to boarding school, and the romantic adventures that happen because of that. People that I enjoy, like Maureen Johnson, have said that they really enjoyed this book, so I'm gonna give it a try. The next book is sort of the historical genre. It is called One Crazy Summer, and it is by Rita Williams Garcia. This book is about 3 girls whose mother abandoned them, and then at some point a few years later they are sent off to visit their mother in Brooklyn, New York. I believe it's in Brooklyn. It's set in 1968, so it deals with some historical issues from American history that are still rather recent, and it's pretty short and small, so I think that this book is going to be a fun book to bite into, and I've heard fun things about it. I've heard that it's fun, but that it also touches on real issues. Here's another book that I just kind of became in love with because of the cover. It is called The Winner's Curse, and it is by Marie Rutkowski. Marie Rutkowski, The Winner's Curse. This is a historical fiction book about a girl whose father is a general, and she comes in contact with a slave who is being sold on the market and ends up buying him. I'm interested to see what this book is all about. If nothing else, this book has a beautiful cover, and the pages, as far as typography are concerned, are gorgeous. The next book that I picked up is Ask the Passengers by A.S. King. This book came recommended by quite a few booktubers. I don't even know how I came across this book, but I did in some random book video. I don't know a ton about this book other than supposedly this girl Astrid is just beside herself. She's having a lot of family issues. Her family is really dysfunctional, and so she spends time just sitting outside looking up at airplanes, talking as if she were talking to the passengers on the plane and talking to them about life and telling them her secrets. And it has LGBTQ themes. She's kind of coming to terms with who she is and who she might love. I'm just really interested to see what this book is about and how A.S. King presents those themes and how they're dealt with and the outcome of the story. So I'm looking forward to reading this book. Okay, another book that is brand spanking new and everybody is raving about is Rebel Belle by Rachel Hawkins. This book is essentially about a girl, I believe her name is Harper, and she all of a sudden one day gets sort of supernatural powers, and she becomes part of this group of protectors essentially, and she's assigned to protect this one boy in her class that she absolutely cannot stand, and this is the adventures that ensue because of that. Really drawn to the cover, drawn to the idea of a hopefully really strong female lead character, and I'm looking forward to sort of a guilty pleasure fun book to read. Another book that I'm looking forward to reading a lot is A Great and Terrible Beauty. This is by Lemme. She is a New York Times bestselling author, which that's gotta count for something. It is set in the Victorian age, back in the time when girls were being groomed to marry rich men, and Gemma just does not want to have anything to do with that. Ends up falling in with this group called the Order that her mother had connections with, and I think it's sort of like a gothic Victorian, not super psychological thriller, but sort of thrilly-ish type of book, and I'm looking forward to reading this. I feel like it's going to be pretty exciting. Plus, I have a love affair with Victorian era, pretty much anything, so I'm excited. This is sort of another deep book, but also looks like a potentially short-ish read. This is My Sister Lives on the Mantelpiece. It is by Annabelle Pitcher. This book is about a young-ish boy whose sister was lost in a terrorist bombing, and how he comes to befriend somebody that his parents would rather him not befriend, and it struggles with social stigmas and stereotypes and all kinds of deep things like that. So I'm really looking forward to reading this book. I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a thinker, and I think it's going to make me feel things, and I like that in books. So I'm excited to read this book. Plus there's a quote from David Tennant on the back saying how much he loved it. So I'm probably gonna love it. Okay everybody, and that is my library book haul. Like I said, by the time that you are watching this video, it will have been a little while since I actually filmed it, so some of these books might actually have been read. Make sure to leave a comment down below if you are interested in seeing any of these books reviewed, or if you've read any of these books and you found them to be interesting. I'd love to hear what your thoughts were, but no spoilers please. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!